Graphics, gameplay. Which one do you prefer? Game with crappy graphics, an amazing gameplay, or a game with amazing graphics and okay gameplay? Which one do you prefer? I know there's a lot of retro gamers out there that prefer their gameplay over graphics, but there's still some people out there that won't even touch an Atari 2600 game or anything past like GameCube, Xbox, PS2. That's the furthest down they'll go. Do graphics really matter that much? Are they so important now that, let's say we had PS2 graphics but we had next gen gameplay? Would people still want to play the game? Or is it graphics that much more important than gameplay? I love me a good game regardless of the graphics. I mean, I play games from Atari 2600 to, I haven't played PS5, but up to there. And to me, graphics are good, but it's not the biggest thing in the world, as long as the gameplay is fun. I know a lot of people think like that, but I just want to know people's opinions. Like, I want to know, let's say a next-gen system came out and it had the graphics of like PS2, but it had next-gen like CPU and everything. But the games ran at 60 frames, 120 frames a second with amazing gameplay and amazing physics. Would people still play it? Or would they be like, nah, the graphics are too bad? That's what I want to know. The reason why I'm doing this discussion is because I know I've seen it before, but I was just looking at videos to watch about Xbox Series X, and people were just talking about how bad the new Halo game looked. And I was watching the trailer, and to be honest, the game didn't look bad. I mean, it didn't look like next generation, like whatever, like, but maybe people are expecting too much from graphics these days. But even if it didn't, like, what if the gameplay was amazing? Like, the gameplay could have been way different, way more better than the graphics could have been, and that could have been a game changer. Like, to be honest, I wouldn't mind. I mean, a lot of people I bet wouldn't mind, but I wouldn't mind a game, like a wrestling game. Imagine a wrestling game on PS4, PS5, and the graphics look like Here Comes the Pain, but they had like so many moves because how better the CPU is in the systems. Like, they could have 1,000 moves, maybe like a bunch of different backstage areas, amazing physics. Like, just imagine, like, people care so much about the graphics that like they forget about everything else in the game. Imagine first-person shooters if they had graphics like PS2 or original Xbox. Imagine how much more cool stuff they could have. Like imagine 100 people on the screen at a time being able to handle stuff like that, or like everything in the game explodes realistically. Like, let's say you're in a building and then somebody puts some C4s in there and then blows it up and it would be able to fall. You can't handle that with the graphics now, but imagine PS2 graphics with like the CPU and all the other stuff in there that we have now. Imagine those gameplay things. Is it only about the graphics, y'all? But I do understand graphics are amazing. Like, some games like Demon Souls and like the racing games that we have today, the graphics are just killing it. Like, sometimes you can't even tell if the cars are real or fake if you just like pause the game or like took a picture of it. The graphics are amazing. I love graphics too, though. I wish we could have super realistic graphics also. However, people won't even play a game if it doesn't have good graphics. Like, if a game has good graphics, people will play it, and then the graphics will suck, and then they're like, the game is okay. But then if there's a game that has okay graphics sometimes and the gameplay is amazing, they won't even give it a shot sometimes because they're like, oh, those graphics look whack, I don't even want to play it. Let's say a new system came out but had the graphics of the PS2 or Dreamcast, and it had better physics and gameplay than the PS5, but the graphics were like PS2, Dreamcast. Would you buy that system, or do you need the new next-gen PS5 graphics and good physics? But the one that I just said had better physics and better gameplay. It had more realistic stuff, but the graphics are way less superior. That's what I'm trying to get at. There's no right or wrong answers here. I just want to know what you guys are thinking. Write in the comment section below, what would you prefer? A PS2 graphic type system with the best, oh not the best physics, but better physics and gameplay than the PS5, or just take the PS5 as it is. And let's say the system was cheaper. Let's say the PS5 is $500. This next gen system with the amazing physics is $300 versus the PS5, which is $500. No wrong answers here. I just want to know what everybody's thinking. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.